So I want to ask you a question. Who do you think spends more money, men or women? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. Let's look at data, right? Now, according to Forbes, 85% of purchases made online are by women. By 2028, 75% of all discretionary spend would be made by women. Now, let's take a closer look. I asked the same question in my community where I asked people, who do you think spends more money online, men or women? 76% of them said women. In this video, we're going to focus on 3 niches. Yes, just 3. 3 profitable niches that are majorly owned by women, and anybody can start selling some of the products in these niches from today. If you stay to the end, I also have a free guide or a free list that will make this whole process a lot easier for you. So make sure you stay to the end. Now let's start with the first one. Natural or organic skincare products. You watching this video, do you know how to make soap? Is this something you learned when you were younger? You can start a profitable business doing this. I'll give you an example. There's a brand called, I think it's called Plant Made by a lady called Amma, a Ghanaian British lady called Amma. And she's been doing this for some time. I think I saw her at a HSBC Black Millionaire or Black Entrepreneur interview or something like that. And I just fell in love with her story. She has a brand called Plant Made, like I said, and she started this during COVID with less than £100. And this is something that she learned when she was younger from, I think, her mom or her grandma, learning how to make hair products and all of that. She made it small batches, started to sell, and now is a multi-million-pound business. That could be you. Now, because you are using natural and organic care products, it's easier to get your local health authorities, wherever they are. In Nigeria, ours is called NAFDAC and SON and some other organizations. But NAFDAC and SON are the main ones. You can easily set up your business, get everything up and running. So far, you don't have any chemicals or any synthetic materials in there. It's pretty much a straightforward process. Now, when it comes to skincare, the one major thing that I would tell you for free, because I've seen it happen everywhere, is that a lot of people are very conscious of how they look. So because of that, some people are willing to spend a lot of money, which means that this particular niche, right, can have very high margins. The next one is children's clothes, toys, and accessories. So when it comes to children's toys, children's accessories, things like that, you want to look at educational toys, you want to look at, baby clothes inspired by maybe cartoons. There's Peppa Pig, there's Coco Lemon, there's Baby Shark. There are so many things there. These things, they come in school bags, they come in mat sets, they come in cases, they come in lunch boxes. You can start your own business selling all these things. You can focus on a particular niche, or a particular sub-niche rather. So a sub-niche, for example, will be maybe you're focusing on children's toys, right? A sub-niche would be toys that are educational toys only. Or a sub-niche could be focusing on lunch boxes that are themed by certain animations, cartoons, things like that. One thing that I really love about working or selling children products is that children grow very fast. So for example, a child that was born today, in the next 6 months, they're probably going to have a photo shoot. They're probably going to have to do some sort of wardrobe change. They're probably, I don't know, when they start going to crash. They start going to crash at what? Maybe 3 or 4. So by 3, that same child is going to crash. What are the parents going to give? What school bag will the child use? What lunch box will the child use? If you have good relationship with your customers, you can easily have the same customer giving you money for at least 18 years of that child's life, if you have very good relationships. So that's one good thing I like about this particular niche. The lifetime value, LTV, is very, very high when done right. Now, before I move on to the next niche, I just want to talk about a free 57 e-commerce niche sheet I have that would help you in case you're looking for maybe ideas to get started. You're looking for inspiration or stores that can show you what products to get, what products to produce, what products to resell, white label, things like that, how people present their products, all those kind of things. I have a free 57 e-commerce niche sheet that can help you with these things. The third one is the Kitchen Premier League, and I call it the Kitchen Premier League for a reason. Like, women love cooking more than men love watching football, right? And when it comes to cooking, like, I just realized, because I started to pay attention to these things, there are so many different things happening inside one kitchen. There is blending, there is cutting, there is chopping, there is juicing, there is boiling, there is freezing, there is grilling. So many activities are happening in just one kitchen, and each of these different activities require at least 1 to maybe 3 or even 5 different gadgets, equipment, accessories, tools, whatever you want to call it. I'll give you an example. If someone wants to focus on the kitchen niche, they can start selling blender, they can start selling pots, they can start selling grilling machine, they can start selling what's that one? Ninja bullet. What's the Ninja bullet? Air fryer. They can start selling toaster, they can start selling oven, they can start selling fridge, they can start selling freezer, they can start selling knife rack, they can start selling wooden spoons, they can start selling spatula, they can start selling weight bottles or weight cups or kitchen containers, or there are so many things that one can start selling just from focusing on the kitchen. And who better to sell to women than women themselves? It's an easy sell, because when it comes to selling, you can explain that, oh, this is good for your rice, this is good for if you are working on a diet plan, this is good if you are meal prepping, all those kind of things. You people, you know the English that you can speak to each other, right? So you know what I'm saying. When it comes to building these niches, you want to focus on community. Community is very, very, very important. And one of the best ways to build this community is by giving value. So for example, let's say you're in the kitchen niche, right? If you're in the kitchen niche, you can have meal recipes, meal reps, juicing recipes, things like that you give free of charge. If you are in the children's niche, do you have any experience with childbirth? Do you have any experience with taking your children to school for the first time? Do you have any experience with, again, just growing with the child, just upbringing, like child upbringing and things like that? You can share your knowledge, you can pass on this information across social media and begin to build a bond with people. This is what big brands do, right? It's not a lot of us think that big brands do something so massive, so exciting, so big. Nah, they don't. It's these things that they do. So I'm guessing that you've decided to focus on one of these 3 niches because, again, they are very profitable and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Now let's talk about advertising. Advertising with $1 a day and scaling your business to the next level. Watch this video here.